Hey everyone, welcome to Hollyscoop's Just Saying. I'm Devin Howard.
And I'm Courtney Revolution.
And today we are spilling some tea talking about celebrity outbursts. So we're talking about this because Blac Chyna was involved in a physical altercation with another woman at Six Flags Magic Mountain, which is an amusement park just north of Los Angeles.
Okay.
So in the video that was caught by passerby at the theme park. How do you even say that? Passerby?
These passerbys caught this footage, girl.
They caught the footage, and in it you can see Chyna actually lunging towards this other person. There's a bunch of people surrounding her, and then she grabs a little stroller that's probably meant for Dream and starts swinging it around. I mean, it was... It was pretty intense.
I loved it.
Yeah, okay, so you loved it. So
I loved it.
So we're kind of going to be discussing, is this justified? And let's get into it. So Courtney, just tell me your thoughts.
Okay, so I love that Blac Chyna did this. I rooted for her. I said, yes, God. Let me tell you why. You are a mother, right? If the news were Blac Chyna's neglecting her children, I would be upset. Blac Chyna defending her children, that's something I could be on board with. You know, according to Blac Chyna, she made this statement that basically said, being famous is hard enough dealing with scrutiny, but when someone feels comfortable to come and touch your child, it's a whole other story. I do not condone violence, nor am I a violent person, but shout out to all the amazing mothers out there that will protect their children at all costs. And I understand that. If someone's coming at your child, you birthed this baby, you push this baby out, you're gonna wanna make sure that they're not harmed, especially when you're a celebrity in a huge public place. They needed to get that stroller.
Okay. So I see what you're saying for sure, because I think that when it comes to any parent, mom or dad, your instinct is to just do anything and everything to make sure your kid is safe. Obviously, we didn't see what happened prior to the confrontation, so we can't really say, did a person actually touch her children?
True.
What, did they do something inappropriate, or did they just look at Chyna the wrong way? Like, we don't really know. And I do have to say, Chyna, yes, good job for protecting your kids, but I think that getting aggressive like that and swinging a stroller and kind of like approaching it like that in a family-friendly amusement park kind of doesn't set the right example for anybody, especially when you're in the public eye.
But bonus points for Blac Chyna because we didn't see the kids nowhere in the video.
Yeah, we didn't. That's true. Okay, I have to give you that. I do
Definitely
have to give you that.
for sure.
It's like, where's Dream? Where's King? Like, they weren't around anywhere.
Dream was in that bouncy house minding her business.
Yeah, bouncy house. Do they have that at Six Flags?
No.
So anyway, I guess we're kind of like, we're both sort of siding with Chyna on this one, although
Chyna did that.
if I were to have to give Chyna like any sort of critique or helpful, constructive feedback, just don't swing a stroller next time. But look, Blac Chyna is not the only celebrity who has been at the center of some public outrage. I know we were talking about the Kardashians just before coming in here. Why don't you take this away?
My favorite thing about the Kardashians is the fact that like they're always being photographed. They are famous, they've got the show, they've got brands, they have it all. But sometimes you just don't want to talk to anyone. And what I find interesting is that the kids, the young kids, they also talk to the paparazzi and they're like, leave me alone. Or you have Mason calling the paparazzi weird. Yeah. I love that. Northwest saying, go away.
Yeah,
and,
no pictures, no pictures.
No pictures. And who can get mad at that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I love, love, love that these kids are so vocal about their own personal space.
Yeah, I think it's especially important for children to realize that they are entitled to their own privacy. For somebody like Courtney, Kylie, Chloe, I mean, I don't think that anybody's privacy should be invaded, but when you choose the life of the rich and famous, that kind of comes with the territory. But when you're a 5-year-old kid, you don't need to have your photo taken, and paparazzi stop taking pictures of children. It's really bizarre.
All they did was be born.
Yeah, they
don't
ask
deserve
for this. Yeah. So we've seen these children calling out the paparazzi, and I think that that's good. That's not even necessarily like public outrage. That's just children being like, yo,
speaking up for their rights.
Yeah, exactly. But then what about when a celebrity has kind of a crazy outburst and it's not because they're protecting children?
Okay.
So let's get into Justin Bieber. A couple of years ago, Mr. Bieber literally lunged out of a car at paparazzi.
I remember.
He
had the
too.
red on, right?
The red, yes.
Yes.
This video, I was watching it and I was like, oh my God, Justin, I feel for you, because
I was sitting there like, now Justin, why would you do that? Now you know the internet is gonna say something else about you now.
What? So you don't think Justin had the right to do that?
I was upset at Justin's behavior because at the time, people were saying so many bad things about him to begin with.
Yeah.
And it was like, sister Justin Bieber, why would you just add on to the pile? You know, close the door, girl. Put in an earbud, play some jams. You don't have to lunge out at the paparazzi.
It was excessive, but I have to say, when you're a star as big as Justin Bieber, you have cameras documenting your every move. I think he was just at a point where he was like, I'm done with this.
Sister snapped.
Yeah.
He ginger snapped,
really
and we were all shook.
Yeah,
I was shook.
I was shook too.
I couldn't believe it.
I felt really sorry for him though, because I was thinking he must have really reached a breaking point to do that, because he knew that would get
If you can
attention.
imagine like a big pile of dry pasta and just breaking it in half, that's literally what happens to Justin Bieber.
That was Justin, just a big pile of dry pasta. And then also another famous moment of outrage was when Kanye West totally just interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech, saying Beyonce should have won. When that moment happened, everybody jaws dropped.
Devin,
you have thoughts.
I remember sitting in my home, watching the Queen finally be recognized and getting this award, and then all of a sudden, the camera pans away, and there is Kanye, drunk in some sunglasses, ruining this iconic and legendary moment for Miss Swift, and it is a moment that just sits like a rock in my stomach. Every time I think about Kanye, he makes great music, but that attitude can ruin it all.
Yeah, I know. I feel the same way. We agree on this one. We both, I guess, think that this moment in history was not justified.
Yes, it was for the books, but it wasn't for the good one.
No, it was not. But I'm curious, what do you all think about these public celebrity outbursts and altercations? Do you think Blac Chyna was justified in swinging a stroller at parkgoers at Six Flags? And what about the Kardashian-Jenner children speaking out against the paparazzi taking their pictures? What do you think about Justin Bieber lunging at that paparazzo? Do you feel bad for him like me, or do you think that he shouldn't have done that like Courtney? And finally, tell us all your thoughts on that historical, legendary, infamous moment Kanye West interrupted Taylor Swift's acceptance speech. Sound off in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll catch you next time on Hollyscoop's Just Saying.
Bye.